how at this time do you ask people out on dates? And so I'm going to make a recording dealing with that and using, interestingly enough, a short story by the great James Joyce, perhaps the most important fiction writer in English of the 20th century. The short story is called Araby. How do you ask people out on dates? A young boy is in love with a girl. Mangan's sister, he doesn't tell us her name, Mangan's sister. And every morning he waits for her to leave her house and follows her on the way to his school, before which she turns off to her school, and then he runs past her so that she could see that he was following her. And in the story, he says, "At last she spoke to me. She asked me whether I was going to Araby. It would be a wonderful bazaar," she said. "She would love to go." "And why can't you?" I said. She rolled her bracelet round her hand and said, "There's a retreat at my convent." And I told her, "I'll buy you something." Well, the story goes on until he goes to Araby. We won't go through all the elements that preceded. And when he goes there, it's late. The woman who is serving behind the counter that he approaches is talking to two gentlemen. And she says to them, "Oh, I never said such a thing." And one of them says, "Oh, yes, you did." And she says, "Oh, no, I didn't." And his friend says, "Oh, yes, you did. I heard you." And she says, "Oh, there's a fib." Now you and I say, what exactly were they talking about? The young woman and the two gentlemen. We don't know. And so I changed that from what exactly were they talking about to what went through the young boy's mind when he heard that. "Oh, I never said such a thing." "Oh, yes, you did." What went through his mind is, one of them might have been saying, "You asked me for a date." And she said, "Oh, no, I didn't." And they went through that sequence. And he thinks back to Mangan's sister. "Are you going to Araby?" "Ah, I think it will be a wonderful bazaar. I would love to go." Why did he respond, "Why can't you?" It was a leap beyond what her words entailed. She was making herself available for a date. "Are you going to see a movie?" I might hear from a young woman. "I would love to go." The obvious response is, "Well then, let's go together." And there's a date. And so the way that you make yourself available for a date is by telling the person you're interested in that you're available. "Are you blah, blah, blah?" "I would love to go." And the person, we can hope, will have the intelligence to respond, "Let's go together."